honorable guest. Today, my speech is gonna move you, help you, and guide you to a new life. This is my life miracle. It happened to me, and I hope to happen to you. My life miracle, the meaning is miracle in dictionary. One of them is extraordinary event, physical word that goes beyond the human natural power and belief that happens supernatural cause. Event manifest and consider as work of God. A wonder, marvel. With this speech, I'm hoping to wonder you, marvel you with this miracle happened to me. We're gonna talk about the location, the miracle investigation of true event that caused my life to change. It happened in July 2016. I was in Mar Saba Monastery. If some of you have been there, the most beautiful place. Here's my picture in Mar Saba, right on the cliff below Jerusalem, next to Bethlehem, about half an hour. This location is, they call it the desert. If some of you have been in the desert, this is the place to be exclusive, as you remember Jesus went for 45 days to where? To the desert. Many saints went to the desert to be exclusive from the city, from all the noise, from everything happened in their life. They want to be in the middle of nothing. And that's what happened to Mar Saba Monastery. That's where the location is. As you can see, it's right on the cliff. That's very hard to get to. It took us like through a range of hills and desert, no roads. That it took us about an hour. It's typically, if you go straight, you would get it in half an hour from Bethlehem, but because of the roads and it's very hard to get to, took us about an hour. So this is Jerusalem. As you can see from the map, Bethlehem, this is the location. As you can see, maybe in the map, you could see in Mar Saba Monastery. It's the middle of the desert. As you can see here, Tel Aviv, you got Nazareth, my hometown, and this is where it happened. Some of you know, I grew up in this city, in Nazareth. I came when I was 18 years old and always go back to my hometown to look for mystery or something that moved me. And that's where the miracle happened. In this place. Saint Saba died in December 5th, 532 years. That's about 1,500 years from today. In Jerusalem, he was in the Palestinian Eastern Roman Empire. He was part of the Orthodox and the Catholic Church, that he became a saint. And some of you doesn't know what saint is. It's a totally different story I could talk about later on. But this is, I just want to talk about my miracle happened to me. What's the miracle happened? The meaning for me, I was searching for a meaning and for something to move me as I grew up in not a good Catholic family, away from the church, away from everything. I was looking for something. As I'm growing up in this country, the faith is not there here. So every time I go to my hometown looking for, searching for that meaning of God and the miracle that I was looking for, manifesting God and the wonder and marvel to me. And that's what happened to me in 2016. This is Mar Saba. So the miracle is I was walking with the monk, Orthodox monk, to the church, and they don't allow women to get in, only men. So I'm walking to the church, looking around everything, and behold, I'm walking by this glass, and I looked at and I said, what is that? He said, well, this is Mar Saba. I said, but you told me he died in 500. He said, yeah, but we still have his body. I said, you have his body? over 1,500 years later? What are you talking about? I mean, being American, you know, everything has to make logic. Everything has to, I want to touch. I want to feel. Tell me more. I came back to this country and behold, Google is very good. Google give you a lot of information. I said, there must be something beyond this. I'm already 50 years old and now I'm coming to be 63 years old. Somebody show me a body that's old as 1,500 years. Still, you could see the skin, you could see the body. That's a miracle. So, you do your own study, right? Like typical human being, logic, you want to come back. And behold, I found out there is the incorruptible of saints. What's that mean? When the body is described as being incorruptible, incorrupt, it means that does not decay after what? Death. What? What does that mean? That means they are almost like a sleeping person. 1,500 years later, come on, give me something to think about. Give me some more evidence, man. So that's what I did. Okay? This saint died when? 130 years ago. Now, looking at her body, you think is what?
Wax.
She's sleeping.
Oh. She's fake. Maybe there's no miracle.
That's died 130 years ago. Okay?
Okay.
No wax, no max, no oil, pure body. Yep. This Mary of Joseph of Dillon, she died in 1731. Her body, you could see her nose, right? Now, logically, and some of you may think, no, cannot be done. So, like I said, I keep digging in, and Google is good on that. Here's a lady died in 1837. And look at her body. Now, you could say it's a wax, it's a max, whatever it is. The church doesn't mess with anything. The church saying, you do your investigation, you do your study, and you come back and we'll let you know, hey, it's a miracle. San Pedro Pio died in 1968. Now, it still exists after all these years. This is the newest one. In Lebanon, Marshall Bell, he died in 1898. In 2015, they got his body out and look at it. Now, you could say, it's a fake, it's not a fake. To me, it's a miracle. That's my investigation, what I did since I came back. It's been a while since I came back. Now you could say, oh, it just happened. No, every year I do my study. I go through every piece of information. The big question is, to me, is how many bodies in the church have are documented? Now, documented is different. Document, that means it's been sealed. There's a doctor will come in and say, I see the body, I don't know, what is it? It happened that many people will look at it. So, I need hands. How many bodies you think there is? Just take a guess. Just for
Only
my
with the
information.
church? Only
Yes.
with the church?
Yeah.
Catholic Church?
Yeah, the church.
Or just the church in general?
Just to give me a number. 2, 3, 5, 7. Want to see who's the closest. Maybe gonna win on
I think they have.
I'm betting hundreds.
you exactly. Over 100. Now I thought it's 1. I could say 2. I thought maybe 7. I thought maybe 5, maybe 10, 12. I'm just guessing. I found out there's over 100 cases of body. And here's the book where I got all my documents. So when you look at it, you're gonna see body pictures, information about every person with their body and what happened to it. Because you can say, well, maybe the church took it, made a wax, fixed it up a little bit, and put it on display. Yes, maybe you think you're right. But the church saying, hey, you do your investigation. Because we're not gonna touch anybody, we're not gonna do nothing. We're not here to make and fix body, just to show you. Here's the list.
Wow.
Okay? This is 177. This one, 251. AD. I'm not talking about died in 714. These all the body list of all the people in this book. And there's money. This Mar Charbel, the latest one in Lebanon, 1898. And there is the last one is right now 1905. So just some of them happen within this century.
Bless you.
So I pray that each one of you will have a miracle in your life that I did. So some of you will ask, well, how this body happened? In the one we talked about in the 200, the Roman Empire, they were savages. I don't know if you know that. And some of the movie, and they killed the Christian, they put him on the stick, and they burned him, some of them. One of the saints, they cut his body, they burst him, everything, and threw him in the what? In the river. 3 weeks later, the believers looking for that guy got killed. They found him in the middle of the lake, fully tagged. And they took him back to the church and they found him. The last one, Mar Charbel, the cave was flooded with water, so they had to open the cave, like almost typical a cave, to see what happened because they were so earthquake and everything. And they found him as floating on the mud. So they said, oh my God. They took his body, put it in the church, and that's the last one you saw in the glass. Fully intact. And thank you.